Hi guys, good afternoon. Welcome to my live. It's Rebecca Ross. I'm also live on Instagram, so I'm trying to do both together. How are you all doing? I hope you all are doing good. Yes. So, as you can see from the title, it's breaking free from your past and living your life. So many of us are stuck with our past. And so many of us are afraid to get out of our past, right? And we are like, oh, it's so comfortable being in the past. And we're so afraid of the future, afraid of what is new. And so we cling on to our dear life with the past. It's time to break free. Hi, Annie. Thanks for coming to my live. It's time to break free of your past. And don't be afraid of the future or what the future holds. And embrace the future. The worst that can happen is we're set back to where we started. But that's a good thing because we open ourselves to learn. We open our souls to the universe, to God, and say, fill me up, take me from here, lead me on, right? And you're open to new things. You'll be surprised that your body or your mind is able to readjust to your present, to the new. So we should easily not be afraid of our past. We should say the past is the past and the future is welcomed. There are situations where people want to hold on to that old relationship, that, bad relationship. They know it's bad. They know it's not healthy for them. And they just hold on to it. They stick to it and say, oh, I'm not going to leave this relationship because it's all I have. I don't know where to start from. I don't know, even if my partner abuses me, it's okay because I've worked hard to be in this relationship and I don't know where to start, so I'm going to stay where I am. And they stay there and they die there and they suffer. And they're afraid to grow, they're afraid to embrace the future. We shouldn't be afraid, There's always something better. When one door closes, another one opens. Yes, it's very painful to exit your past, but the future is a whole lot brighter. It's scary, the future, but it's better for you. It's safer for you, right? Embrace the future. Change can only happen if we choose to change, if we decide to change. So make that decision to change today. And don't be afraid, make plans towards it. When I knew my relationship with my ex was dying and I knew I couldn't save it, I took up that mantle and I said to myself, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to file for divorce. No one was going to do it for me. I did it. And be it good or bad, it was my decision to move on. And I did it with dignity and pride. So when you decide to move on, don't be afraid. Don't care what people say. Make that decision for yourself and say, I'm putting this away. I'm done with this because I deserve better. And have no fear. No matter how scary it looks, no matter how strange and difficult, no matter what the world says to you, how can you do that? I had people who come to me and say, how can you do that? You're stupid. Your ex-husband has a lot of money. Your ex-husband has this and that, and you've worked so hard with him, and you deserve this money. Now someone else is going to have and enjoy that money. And I'm like, I'd rather live in a hut and be happy and live my life than be sad in the name of being with someone that I'm not happy with. So we have one shot, we have one life to live. Live your life with boldness And look at what the life brought me. I am happily remarried. My children are happy. I was always afraid of what will happen to my children. Oh, my children are ever going to be okay? But my children are okay. They are doing really well. My oldest son is doing his master's. My youngest son is here in the US and he's getting A's at school. So don't stay because you're afraid, or you're saying, oh, I'm staying for the children. That's the worst thing you can do, and stay in abuse or stay in a bad situation where you're not happy. You have one life to live. Live your life. Enjoy your life. Make decisions that are good for you and your kids. Everyone who is against you will adjust. Just the way you're adjusting to the new you. Everyone who has been against you, they will adjust to the new you. So live your life without fear, with boldness. Embrace the future. Break the past away. Heal from the past. I know it's not that simple to heal, but it's possible. It's doable. Heal from your past. Say to yourself, the past is over with, and I'm done with the past, and I'm not going to be bothered by the past anymore, and I'm going to embrace the future. And when I remember when I got divorced, I started all over. I had to rebuy my house because it was a joint home. I had to pay off my ex-husband. I had to work really hard, rebought the home to stay with the children. So I wanted my children to be stable. I didn't want them to be moved around. It was very hard. It was a very hard time, you know. And sometimes I would doubt, am I doing the right thing? Have I done the right thing for myself and my kids? But then I know deep down it was the right thing to do. And God blessed me. He blessed me with a better husband. He blessed me with a happier life. And I'm happy today. I'm not my story. So be brave. Don't be your story. Is it that job title you think you are, it's your name is attached to, that you are afraid if you're not this job title, you're nobody? No, you can reinvent yourself. There's always space for reinvention. There's always room to be better. And be content. I mean, I used to be a registered nurse in the UK. I'm not a registered nurse anymore right now in the US because it's such a process, but I'm content with my life. I have a different life. I have a better life. You can have a better life. I'm still registered in the UK, so I don't know what I'll do with that. But what I'm trying to say in general is, when you are being moved or pushed to do something else, and deep down you know that thing will be better for you, it will be best for you and your future, don't be afraid to jump. Don't be afraid to go do that course, to go take that degree. Don't be afraid to start that business, no matter how long it's taking. You know, don't be afraid to go on Facebook Live, which was one of my biggest trauma. Like, oh my God, I'm so afraid to be behind the camera. You know, challenge yourself. Don't be afraid to do things that, you know, that are scary to you, but you can do them. Doing my MBA was scary to me, but I did it. So, empower yourself. Make that change. Break up from your past. Your past does not define your future. Your past does not define who you are. It can probably guide you. You can probably learn lessons from your past. You can probably reflect upon your past. But don't dwell on it. Because life always brings something